Is Ghana building its own nuclear arsenal? Well, kind of, but not really. Just come with me. Let's find out. For those of you who don't know, Ghana is a small West African country that was colonized by the Great Britain and gained its independence in 6 March 1957. Ghana is one of the most peaceful countries in Africa. It hadn't seen any major conflict or war since 1957 after its independence. Due to recent conflict and war-changing events around the world, Ghana sees it a necessity for them to have their own nuclear deterrent, just like the United States of America and China, to deter any nation that has intentions of invading their country or posing as a threat to the country's peace and security. It was recently spotted by American spy satellites that Ghana has been secretly building its own nuclear arsenal by a private military contractor known as Kantaka Industries. This came as a major surprise to the United States because this whole project has been going on for over a decade now without anyone noticing it. This is the first time that any African country had tried anything so controversial such as this. Although the Ghanaian government hadn't made any public statement about any nuclear bomb development, but it is believed that the country Ghana is secretly building its own nuclear arsenal, just like North Korea, Iraq, and other powerful nations like the United States and China, and also Russia. Why a nuclear arsenal? Well, according to the founder and CEO of Kantanka Industries, a nuclear arsenal is a vital necessity for the country's protection. This is because a nuclear arsenal will serve as a deterrent to other nations that have intentions of invading or threatening the national security of the Ghanaian people. Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So today we are going to take a look at this robotic combat suit built by Kantanka in Ghana, West Africa. Alright, so what you see right now holding a guy is the robotic helmet. Now the guy sees that the robotic helmet has built-in radio communication device that the soldier can use to communicate with his colleagues on the battlefield. And the guy also said that the robotic helmet has built-in infrared sensors and lasers that aids the soldier to identify targets and eliminate them. Now if you click on that button over there, it activates the rocket launcher at the back of the robotic suit. Now this rocket launcher can take out armored vehicles and tanks on the battlefield, which seems a little bit hilarious to me, but hey, that's what we are here for, so let's enjoy it. Now if you click on that button again, it deactivates the rocket launcher and retracts it to its original position at the back of the robotic suit. Now let's come to the leg. Now you know, as a soldier, your leg is one of the most important assets on the battlefield. You need to be able to move freely and dynamically without any hindrance. Now what this leg does is that it gives the soldier superhuman strength and agility, which allows him to move quickly and also lift heavy weights. Now from the video you can see that the robotic leg has 3 joints: the ankle joint, the knee joint, and the hip joint. Now together with these 3 joints, it allows the soldier to move freely in a way that would otherwise be impossible. Now if you also look again at the suit, you can see hydraulics attached to it. Now what this hydraulics does is that it allows and enables the soldier to lift weights that he would have otherwise been unable to lift with like his normal human strength, which I think is a plus side. Alright, right now I'm sure you are wondering how the soldier is able to get into the suit. Now don't worry, I got you covered. Now for the soldier to suit up, you first of all need to open the top hatch, the middle hatch, and the down hatch. Then after, he puts his foot inside and secure it. Then after, he locks it back again. Yeah, I know, simple as that, and the soldier is ready for combat. If you look underneath the robotic leg,
you see some rubber pads underneath it. Now what this rubber pad does is that it prevents the soldier from slipping and falling. I'm sure if you're a soldier, you don't want to slip and fall on the battlefield during combat. I mean, that's a waste day for a soldier. You don't want that to happen to you at all. So good job, Kantanka. Alright, so right now let's check out the arm. Now what you see over there is called universal joint. What this does is that it allows the soldier to move and rotate his arm freely in almost all directions. Now if you look closely, you can see hydraulics located at the arm joints. Now what this hydraulic does at the arm is that it allows the soldier to lift heavy weight which he would have otherwise be unable to. It can lift up to 100 kilos, which seems hilarious, but hey, I mean, it's made in Ghana, right? So they can do it, bro. You just have to believe in them. I'm sure by now my female audience are wondering where the female suit is. Don't worry, I got you covered. Kantanka didn't build the suit for only men. He also built a female version. Now, as you can see with the female version, it's a little bit smaller because as you know, females are not all that big. So he built the female version a little bit smaller than the men's own. But hey, my ladies, you also get your own suit, so you can go outside and be Iron Woman or something like that. What you see in front of you right now is a machine gun, and this is a rocket launcher. Now this rocket launcher shoots up to 49 missiles, which if you ask me seems too crazy to be true and seems too good to be true, but hey, it actually does work. Now this machine gun that you see over there is automatic, meaning it is not controlled by any human being. It is autonomous. It controls itself. It identifies and targets and shoots all enemies automatically without any human intervention. Now if you ask me, I'll say Ghana is actually advancing. China, you better watch out. Very soon Ghana will be coming for you, so hey. Now for those of you wondering, the machine gun actually shoots up to 500 rounds. Now 500 rounds is a lot. It's a lot of rounds to be shot at. Imagine being shot at with 500 rounds. Man, RIP bro. See you in the afterlife.
So what you see on the screen right now is one of the workers at the Kantanka Industries demonstrating how their first prototype of the nuclear missile functions. So what you see there is just the solid state engine, which weighs about 5 kilograms. No liquid propelled engine, just the solid state. So they are going to test it out and see how well it functions. Then they will improve from there, then build another prototype. Then that's how it does. You build first one, you make mistake, you learn from your mistakes, then improve upon it. So you can see the missile is not actually all that bad. I mean, it goes up straight. So it went to a height of about 2,500 feet, which is not all that bad. I mean, it's their first prototype, so hey, you gotta give it to them. Although it's a little bit silly, but hey, you gotta start from somewhere before you can get to where you actually want to be. So I won't criticize them all that much. So right now what you're seeing is their second prototype, and this time around they put the solid state engine into an enclosed body. So they built two of the prototypes. First one is the bigger one, and the other one too is the smaller one. The smaller one weighs 9 kilograms and has a lifting capacity of 150 kilograms, and the bigger one too has a weight of 13 kilograms and a lifting capacity of 145 kilograms. So right now what they are doing is that they are setting up the rocket launcher beam and also setting up the electrical wiring. The wiring will serve as a source of ignition for the solid state engine. So the first rocket that they are setting up is the smaller rocket, which weighs 9 kilograms and has a lifting capacity of 150 kilograms. So right now they are done setting up everything and they have started the ignition sequence. 3, 2, 1, go! So this smaller rocket flew to a height of about 1,500 feet and went to a range of about 1 kilometer from the launching site. So right now what they are doing is that they are setting up the second prototype. I mean the bigger one, the one that weighs 15 kilograms and has a lifting capacity of 145 kilograms. So here they are doing the electrical wiring just like the one they did in the first one. I mean the electrical wiring is the source of ignition to the solid state engine. So this bigger rocket has a diameter of 6 inches and a maximum length of 6 feet. The engine weighs 13 kilograms and has a lifting capacity of 145 kilograms. You can see the name of the company, Kantanka. They manufacture military weapons and equipment, usually prototypes. They haven't started building things on a mass scale. You can see the rockets flying up there in the sky with a velocity of approximately 11,000 meters per second, which I mean is the escape velocity. So this bigger rocket went to a height of approximately 1,500 feet and went to a range of 1.5 kilometers from the launching site. Now one thing that I have to emphasize on is that these rockets do not have any warheads on them. They are just prototypes. They don't have any sort of ammunition that will set off an explosion or go up. They just have the solid engine that just lifts it up. Now these rockets are made from PVC pipes and plastic, then metals, then a mix of materials. So but they are mostly made out from PVC plastics. That's why they integrate when they hit the ground and spread across the whole field.
So wannan ya so ya yadda ne tuni.
Yo guys, what is up? So about a few weeks ago, I saw this video by a YouTube channel named as Dark Tech talking about the exoskeleton combat suit built by a private company in Ghana known as Kantanka automobiles. Now in the video, there was a few misinformation and misconception which are all untrue and false information. So my goal here today is to give you guys the actual truth behind the Kantanka suit and bust all the myths out there on the internet. I'm telling you, 99.9% of almost all the information out there, they are all false information, they are all propaganda, they are not the actual truth behind the Kantanka exoskeleton suit. So my goal here today is to bust all those myths and give you guys the actual truth behind the Kantanka suit, the reason why it was built, its function and its future. So you guys might be wondering, where the hell am I? Well, I'm actually a Ghanaian. I live in Ghana here, so I know exactly what's going on in the country. So sit back, relax, and I'm going to tell you guys all the history and what you need to know about the Kantanka suit. And forget about all those information out there on the internet. Most of them are propaganda, they are not actual truth. So let's dive right into it. Yo guys, hold on. So before we continue with the video, I want you guys to know that I went through the comment section of that video, the Dark Tech video, and the comment section was really funny and hilarious. I'm telling you, I almost laughed to death. So I want us to go through some of the comments and laugh together. Those comments are really funny, and some too are, I don't know, like what were they thinking. So let's go through some of the comments and laugh together, then we'll continue with the video. So
these cybernetic suits are so advanced, they don't even need their own hydraulics connected to function.
Of course they don't. They're Bluetooth enabled.
These suits are powered by bullshit. They don't even need any energy to function. Truly a revolutionary creation. XD.
Wi-Fi hydraulics.
While you don't understand the advanced tactical mind of these people, the loose cable, it's a tactic to deceive the enemy. XD.
The dangling hoses are awesome vents. It allows XS awesome to safely vent as needed.
They put all their skill points on faith.
Those exoskeletons will be extremely useful in battle. You can't aim properly if you are laughing your ass off.
I understand now why Wakanda won't allow any technology transfer. Wagana forever. It's like watching a kid in a Halloween costume. Pretty good armor when you're up against bows and arrows. Yes, this is why I always say, Ghana really has developed Ironman suits for the Mil-3. You Jew 3 have been brainwashed by YouTube into believing it's a lie.
Yo guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed those comments like the way I did. They were really funny and very entertaining. So the first thing that I want you guys to understand is that those exoskeleton suits and the vehicles that you saw in the video, they are all not actually used in the Ghana Armed Forces. They are not formally used in the Ghana Armed Forces. What you saw in the video was just a concept prototype, so that the government will fund those projects so that they can actually produce real weapons and vehicles that will actually be used in the Ghana military. So the ones that you saw in the video, they are absolutely not used in the Ghana Armed Forces. They were just a concept prototype. Just like when you go into the US, we have the AUSA where they display weapons, military vehicles and all those type of stuff. So that was the Ghanaian version of something like the AUSA. So every year, Kantanka organizes programs such as this one, where he exhibits his inventions in that particular year. So most of his inventions are actually not commercially available. They are just concept prototypes that are waiting to get the necessary funding so that they can actually start mass producing them and start selling them to the general public. Now, another misconception that many people have is that they think that those vehicles and robots are not actually manufactured by Kantanka locally. They think that those equipment, materials and parts are actually imported from foreign countries like China and only assembled in Ghana. I want you guys to understand that those are actually false information. They are not true. Kantanka actually manufactures most of his invention. Most of the parts that Kantanka used to build his invention are actually manufactured by Kantanka himself. Only few parts are actually imported from outside. he actually manufactured, I can say, about 75% of all his inventions. Only few are actually imported from foreign countries like China. Few things like silicon, transistors, and those kind of stuff, those are the actual things that are actually imported from China. But apart from that, most of the things are actually built and manufactured here locally by Kantanka himself. Kantanka even manufactures the engines that are used in his vehicles. He doesn't import them from foreign countries. He actually builds and use the engines in his cars by himself. So one thing I want you guys to understand is that Kantanka doesn't only manufactures vehicles or exoskeleton. He also manufactures household items such as TV, computers, laptops, speakers, everything that you have in your home. Kantanka has manufactured a similar version of it, which is actually for sale to the general public. But as for the military vehicles and exoskeleton, those are actually not for sale to the general public yet. It's just a concept prototype that he displayed to the Ghanaian government that, hey, government, always say, president, look, I can manufacture these weapons and military vehicles. So if you give me the necessary funding, I can actually mass produce these vehicles and weapons to equip your military so that they can also be as powerful as the United States, Russia, or China. The exoskeleton suits, or let's say the military vehicles, will also serve as a deterrent to possible nations that have plans on invading our country, Ghana. The suit will be able to defend the country and fight them and send them back to where they came from. So that was the main function of that exhibition. So I want you guys to think of Kantanka as a private military contractor such as Lockheed Martin, Rheinmetall, or General Dynamics companies in the United States, which actually manufactures weapons and military vehicles to the United States military. So Kantanka is a similar version of those companies, but on a low budget. He doesn't actually have those billions of dollars to actually manufacture things on a mass scale. He only manufactures prototypes. So if the government is actually interested, then he will actually mass produce them to the Ghanaian government. So think of Kantanka as Lockheed Martin, but on a low budget.
I'm